Has someone ever come up to you and just started talking shit to your face, like just immediately?
So a lot of people are probably thinking to themselves, how the hell did this guy who's a nobody get the privilege to interview Bryan Arnett? So it all started back on November 10th when Bryan, he checked one of my videos out on his streaming channel. It wasn't the best video he watched, but I'll take it. Not too long after, he ended up following me back on Instagram, which I was pretty stoked on, I'm not going to lie about that. Suddenly I got the idea to interview him, and I started writing a couple questions that I personally thought were quite interesting. Fast forward a month and some change, I was considering waiting a bit longer to interview him, but what if he all of a sudden forgets me? Then I'll never have the chance to interview him. So I ended up sliding into his DMs and asking him about the interview. He didn't answer the first couple days, so I'd sort of lost faith in the situation. Randomly, a couple days later, I logged on to YouTube and I saw that Bryan was streaming. I chose to go watch some of it, and I eventually commented or asked something in the chat. I don't really remember what it was, but he actually ended up replying that he had seen my DM also and that he was down for the interview. Fast forward to now, and this is what it looked like. Oh, and I apologize in advance for the bad audio. My laptop's seen better days, so it ends up making a loud noise after a while.
What have you been up to today?
Today?
Yeah.
Just honestly just doing a little bit of editing, and I got a copyright claim on this video that I had ready to go.
Shit.
But it was my friend's song, but the person that he like licensed the beat from, it just got picked up, and I was trying to contact them for the last 2 days, and they weren't getting back to me, so I had to read it, like just the last part of my video, and upload that. So that's just what I've been doing today. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good to finally speak to you. It's Matthias, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember when I was watching your stream and you got it, I was like, yeah. But
I don't know why it took me so long to get your name right. I was just like, I think at first I was saying like Matthias or something.
Dude, you're definitely not the first one. Anyways, bro, I just wanted to say thank you so much, like, for doing this. I really appreciate it. Like,
yeah.
Like, I know I'm probably like just a nobody to you, but like I don't know. I really appreciate it a lot, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you reaching out and being interested in doing a little interview of me. Like that's sick.
Dude, of course, man. Dude, I've been watching you for a minute. Like,
that's crazy. I didn't. I had just found you when I was. Someone said your name when I was on stream looking for like the Versace plug stuff, and so somebody, that was my first time searching you up. But like, I feel like I might have seen your channel before that, maybe like in recommended or something.
Really?
Yeah. Like your face looked familiar before that video. I don't remember. I could be tripping, but
because like it's not like I have like that many like videos that have like a couple of views on them, but man, yeah, I don't know about that Versace plug video. Like I didn't really put that much time into it. You know, I got like a couple of comments on it saying like, oh, this is definitely bullshit, but.
I mean, I definitely got comments because my stream clip was just me watching your video, taking in the information, and then just speculating. I mean, it wasn't like you said like for sure this is like what's going on and stuff. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like trying to put like something out there because nobody had really talked about it or anything like that, right? But yeah. So I guess it's something with his leg or something like that, but yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, man. I don't know if do you want to just get straight into some of the questions that I wrote down here?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, man. All right. So I wanted to know. So when you first started getting noticed / like famous on Instagram before YouTube, were you ever like demotivated by the hate, or did you just know right off the bat sort of how to handle it, or like did it sort of get to you at first?
Honestly, I've been on the internet like for so long. Like I think obviously I was doing YouTube since before Instagram.
Right.
And I remember back when I was like 10 years old having a video pick up like a few thousand views, and like there was a bunch of hate comments. And like there's a clip of me. I'm like 10 years old, and I say to the camera, I'm like, please don't leave comments calling me a poser, blah blah blah. Like it's somewhere on my Instagram. I re-uploaded it. But yeah, I think like since I've been on the internet since early on, like I just went into all this kind of expecting that, you know, at some point, especially as things started to grow. And with Instagram, it was never really too much negativity. I feel like more of the negativity is on YouTube for sure. Right. But yeah, definitely. I was when my Instagram started picking up like some followers, I was doing more of like the trendy stuff, and I started wearing like, you know, the camouflage pants and all that. So that's when like I would get comments here and there, but they're just like funny to me. But it was never like demotivating or like making me want to like quit or anything like that. No, but yeah, it was pretty expected.
That's good. Like not even about like if people were talking shit on your trick selection or something like that. Like you just like sort of pushed it away. There's like a couple of people out there that don't really mess too much with all the late stuff. So like if you got something for that, I'm not sure.
Definitely got a lot of those comments. But for me, like I respect everyone's opinion. You know, like there's tricks I don't like watching. But I'm not going to expect someone to stop doing them just because they don't like them, you know? For me, my opinion, the tricks I do, they're fun and they stand out, you know? Like I'd rather watch, you know, someone pull out like some weird circusy stuff here and there rather than just the basic, you know, front side flip, tray flip. But I do love watching those tricks, you know, a good front side flip and shit. Like, but then the skaters who can pull out, you know, those weird sex changes and lace shows and stuff like that. That's why I like watching, and that's why I started doing those, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the comments never really got to me about trick selection or anything.
It's good. It's good. I definitely agree with you on like I like watching that like different stuff that you don't see everywhere else. You know, that you sort of have like something unique to your trick selection and all that. I
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So on to the next question here. So back in 2018/2019, I remember you sort of stopped making YouTube content for a little bit. And I was just wondering. So was that because you were like, were you a little bit worried about what, you know, the industry may have had to say about it, or was it more because you like wanted to grow your Instagram a little bit, or were you just not feeling like YouTube at the time?
Yeah, no, I definitely remember back then, like late 2018 or like early 2018 is when I started like being less consistent on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like it was more just like, you know, I was getting older, I had more stuff to do, you know, like I was nearing the end of high school, you know, I was just trying to enjoy that high school experience, hang with friends and stuff. Cool. But around the time where I took a big gap, where I think you're talking about, I think that was the very end of 2018 to summer of 2019. It was like a 7-month gap. Mm-hmm. That was honestly just because I got my first job, like my first real job at McDonald's. Oh, yeah. So I just didn't have time. I was a senior in high school and was working 5-6 days a week. So I just did not have time. And then it's just, it just happened that I took a 7-month break.
Of course, man. Because like, were you making an income on YouTube back like before that break, or?
I remember like the threshold on YouTube is like $100, and then you could get that direct deposit or check, whatever it was back then. And I remember I'd get like $100 to like $150 every month, and I was like, this is sick. Like my first income at like 17 years old, you know. And then there was one month where I had my biggest month was $400. I was like, this is crazy. Obviously, like it went back down the following month, like 200 back down to 150. But I was just like, this is sick. This is sick. But yeah, it was definitely when I worked a real job, and I was like, oh, I could get $700 every 2 weeks from working. You know, like this is definitely the move. You know, like I'm about to be out of high school. I gotta pay my own bills and stuff. You know, be more independent. But I was definitely making like a couple $100s here and there.
Did you like quit McDonald's then and then go back full time to YouTube, or like were you still? Did you like, because you used to work at that skate shop too, right?
Yeah. After I went to Active Ride Shop, is a skate shop here in California. Right. I don't know if they have them other places, but they were mainly just in California. Mm-hmm. And after McDonald's, or towards the end of McDonald's, I came up with this like master plan. I was like, all right, I'm gonna work part time at a skate shop and use those empty days to just go film videos. Now that I just graduated high school, so literally right when summer started, I started working at a skate shop. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go film videos with my friends, try to make something of this, because if I could just at least match what I was making at McDonald's, or not even just match what I was now making at the skate shop, since it was part time. I don't know, my checks were probably like $500 every couple weeks. Mm-hmm. I was like, if I could make another $500 off some videos, like I'll be chilling. I'll at least be happier doing like something I enjoy, you know?
Right. Right.
So yeah. Then worked at the skate shop, and that was actually my last real job, you know? Right. It was an Active Ride Shop.
Dude, that's so sick that you like sort of made the bet on it, and you're like, I know I'm gonna succeed in this, or like at least attempted to, and like it ended up working out, you know? So that's super sick. I definitely back that for sure, 100%.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's kind of like exactly how it went down, because I I told my ex-girlfriend who I was dating at the time, I was like showing her my channel for the first time. I've talked about this before, but I was showing her my channel for the first time. She didn't even know I had like a YouTube presence or even videos out there. And I was just like, yeah, like 1 month I made $400 before. And then she was like, oh, this is actually like something, like that. Those are good numbers, blah, 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 you know? And I was just telling her like, this is what I want to be doing, you know? Like, this is what I see myself doing. And, yeah, she just kind of gave me that little boost of motivation to just pick up the camera again, you know?
That's so sick, dude. I don't know. I just like, felt like I could sort of relate to that.
That's sick.
But anyways, on to the next question here. So has someone ever come up to you and just started talking shit to your face? Like just immediately, like in person?
Honestly, nah, never. Like I'll have people come up and like roast me, you know, like playful jokes and stuff. Or I remember these kids coming up and just there were these one kids, but I could tell they were trolling. I was at like a fair with my girlfriend, like the Ventura County Fair here in my area, and I just remember they came up and they were like, they dapped me up, and then they pretended to shake my hand, and then like, you know, went like that, and they were just like, you're shit at skating, but they were just like looking for like a reaction. I could tell they were like they could have been like fans or subscribers or whatever, but they're just I was just kind of like I just laugh with it, you know, and I walk away. But other than that, like no one ever really comes up like talking negative, you know. I'll get people who see me at the skate park and then later go on to be like, oh, I saw him at the skate park, blah, 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 like, and then talking online. But, like, no one ever comes up and is like talking shit now.
Yeah, because people have a big mouth when they're behind the keyboard and mouse, you know.
I don't think I've really done anything that would result in someone wanting to come up to me, like, with that aggression, you know?
I guess you're so right about that, too. You're right about that. Yeah, because, like, some people really be putting out some controversial stuff out there that could probably trigger some people. Also, another question that sort of relates to the earlier ones that I asked you, but did your mom ever try to stop you making like YouTube videos and sort of get that job at McDonald's, or did she just always support you?
She's always supported for sure, but I remember coming home one day telling her like I quit McDonald's, and she was pissed. She was like, there's people out there that wish they could get that job, and you just want to walk away. Like, like you just I just remember being at work one time and like I was sick. I lost my voice and asked if I could leave early. And then they went to send me on my lunch break, which means I was going to work a full 8 hours. And I was just like, okay, I'm leaving then. Like, so I just quit. But yeah, because they were going to still have me like on the speaker taking orders when I had no voice. And I was like miserable. But yeah. I ended up, that was the first time I quit, actually. That wasn't when I like made the little plan. This was just like I just wanted to leave because I was tired of it. But I ended up getting the job back and working another like 2 months before I finally quit for good. But yeah, I'm sure if I came to her like, okay, I'm gonna pursue like the videos and told her the plan, she would have been like, okay, yeah, whatever makes you happy, you know. Like she's just as long as I'm happy type shit. So but yeah, she was just mad that I like quit McDonald's like on the spot. But even prior to that, she was always like, she helped me get my first camera when I was like 15, my first DSLR. She's always been like really supportive of it for sure.
That's great. That's awesome to hear. And your boss like back at McDonald's was just like cool with you coming back and everything?
Yeah, there was one manager in particular who I still talk to this day. Yeah, she was like in tears that I left. So when I came back, she had talked to the other managers and they let me just like pick my schedule because I was working like 6 days a week. So they were like, here, like you could just pick your hours since you're not happy with how much work you're doing here. So I picked I think I picked 4 days a week, like on the days that I want. I took weekends off so I could still skate and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I was definitely lucky to get the job back like real quick, like the next day.
Of course, man. Of course.
But yeah.
That's sick. Back in sort of the earlier days of like your YouTube channel, let's say back with like the Dickies shorts and all that, was there a mistake that you sort of made back then that you'd say that you've learned from, like that newer Bryan has sort of learned from, that's helped you grow?
I definitely a lot. I'm gonna try to pull one off the top of my head. Like there's definitely like a lot of just like subconscious things that just like I just know now. I would over explain myself too much in the videos rather than just like getting into like the meat of the content. That I feel like is big. Because I would just sit and explain like what I was gonna do in the video rather than going in it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
When I was really younger, like 12 years old, 13 years old, I would comment on other YouTubers' videos like, "Hey guys, come check out my new video. Check out my skateboarding channel." You know, like self-promoting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's so bad. Like, do not do that. But I learned that very early on. I didn't like continue throughout the years doing that, but I definitely like got like a slap in the face when I was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to do this," you know?
How do you sort of keep staying positive and motivated throughout, like, if you have some negative bumps or whatever? I'm not sure if you experience that or often or whatever, but how do you keep staying motivated?
With life in general, I feel like I'm the type to just always look on the brighter side of things. You know, I'm like, okay, whatever problems I got going on, a million people have it worse. You know, that's like my mindset. I've kind of just always been like that. In terms of YouTube videos, I definitely get in slumps. I definitely hit those like creative blocks, and I'm like, I don't know like where to go from here, because I get bored of doing the same thing over and over and over. Dude, I've been like that since a kid. You know, I would take skateboarding like through seasons. I would skateboard for like 6 months and then stop for like another 4 and then pick it back up when I was like really young. Like, I just get bored of doing the same thing. So I'm constantly hitting like creative blocks where I'm like, I don't know which direct channel, like that. But just in general, yeah, I'm just kind of like I don't know like if there's like a secret or like a hack to like I think I was just born like that, you know, to just like look on the bright side of things. Because it's definitely like a mindset thing though.
Definitely. I feel like it's something that everybody sort of goes through, and it's like, it's just a quality if you really know how to tackle it. I feel like there's no point in stressing too much over something that you can't change, you know. Obviously it depends on the situation, but for most things, you know, if something happens, you know, there's no going back changing it. It's like keep pushing, you know. Yeah, for sure. All right, so in terms of like pushing and stuff like that, how do you feel about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone?
I think that's crucial, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Like you never know what you can do until you try something, you know? True. So in skateboarding, like, I definitely stay in my comfort zone a lot more now, because I'd rather just have fun on my board, you know, stick to what I know rather than try to push myself too much and get caught with an injury. True. Let's say handrails, for example. I don't jump down too many handrails unless I'm really feeling it that day. Because I know if you hesitate on a handrail, like you could be out for, you know, a couple of months. But when I was really set on like progressing and skating, like I was constantly pushing myself to try that trick where I'm just a little scared, you know, like, and then after a couple tries of sticking it, then it's like, oh, that wasn't that bad, you know. But just in general in life, like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone is like, you got at least here and there, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because then I was gonna ask you, would you ever consider like moving to maybe like a different state in the States or whatever? Would you think about that maybe?
I was thinking about that recently, actually. I was like, because I'm thinking about getting an apartment closer to. I live like an hour from LA. I'm still in SoCal, but I was thinking about getting an apartment with some friends in a few months, hopefully, closer to LA. Just because I spend a lot of money every month driving out there, because that's where everything's at. That's where all my friends are. Yeah, they have the best skate parks, you know, all that. Sure. But then I was thinking like, like what after that? You know, like I would be interested in moving somewhere like a different state or shit, maybe in the further future, like a different country or something, you know. Dude. But because I really have nothing holding me back, you know, I could pretty much do what I do anywhere. True. I do have a girlfriend who lives in the same town as me, so I'm gonna still visit her when I move closer to LA. But I feel like she would be down too in the future to move, you know, at least to another state or something. Well, we really like visiting, you know, New York. She could see herself living in New York in the future, but New York's expensive. But I'm talking about like some random state where like I just meet a little group of friends and like a little group of skaters or content creators or something, you know. Right. I could definitely see myself moving somewhere out of my comfort zone for sure. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome, man. But yeah, that's really like actually, you know, putting yourself out there, and maybe you don't have the sort of the same network in places like that. But yeah, it was actually funny that you mentioned another, like a different country, because I was going to ask you what about moving to a different country? Let's say like Spain, for instance, or something like that.
I'd have to go there first, you know.
Right.
I could see myself in the future. I don't even have a passport yet, but there is reason to travel to. But I could definitely see myself visiting somewhere and then just like falling in love with it and being like, I want to live here for like a year, you know. But yeah, I mean, shit, only time could tell. We'll see what happens in the future. There's definitely some countries I want to visit to in the next 2 years.
Dude, that would be sick, dude. Like, I really just fuck with like travel skating and stuff like that. Like, just the idea of it all. Like, I love that shit. So I would be super psyched to see you do something like that. Like, I loved like the New York videos as well.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Those were really sick.
I feel like travel videos. My favorite videos end up being the travel videos with friends. You know,
right.
Some ones I can think of off the top of my head. I've been to Hawaii and Miami with a group of friends, and it's like the content. I feel like, okay, I'm only gonna be traveling here for 4 days, 5 days, whatever it is. It like puts a pressure, like I have to get this video done or 2 videos done or whatever. So it just like pushes me to just like get the content. And it just ends up being more fun because you're somewhere new. Like anything could happen. You're with friends. Like the travel videos are definitely some of my favorite for sure.
That's sick, man. That's sick. Yeah, because then I was gonna ask you, bro. Would you ever consider coming to Europe to teach me late shovets?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd be down. Europe. A lot of people in Europe like show a lot of love. Dude. Europe's definitely on the list. You could do late shows. You got it.
Dude,
I'll pull up. I'll give you some pointers.
Dude, I would like you did with Local Joe there, dude. Like that would be sick. But like I gotta say, I'm way worse than him. Like his attempts were actually like.
No, he's sick. He's sick. I haven't seen too many of your clips, but well, what's like this is such a stupid trick. What's like stupid question? What's your best trick?
I don't know, like flat ground. I don't know, like I've done like I've done like a tray double up a bank, but that's, I don't know, like bank tricks are kind of like stupid. But I don't know, I got like hard flips and barrel heels and tray flips and stuff like that.
You can lay shove for sure. People just overcomplicate them. Like
right.
if you can ollie over a couple boards, you can lay shove. You just gotta get your feet to scissor kick. But what part of Europe do you live in?
So the thing is, currently I live in the northern part of Denmark, but I'm taking my next semester of uni. I'm taking in Berlin actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in Berlin from like March till like late August. So I'm just gonna be staying out there. Yeah, dude, it'd be super sick if you had the chance to pull up then, or like just obviously whenever. But that would definitely be super sick.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that for sure.
Dude, that would be so tight, man. All right, well, my last question here. So, do you have any like big plans for 2023 that you like want to share, or are you sort of like keeping them a little low key?
I'll be mentioning them here and there. I think like the main one is moving closer to LA. I feel like the videos will be, I could increase my input a little more. Maybe instead of posting once a week, maybe every 4 or 5 days. I don't know. I'm like picky with my content though, but definitely like my streaming content will be a little more exciting. I feel like, because I can just hit up a friend to come through. Like I feel like there's way more possibilities with streaming when I got more people around. But I wanted to do like more public events, if that's the right word. Where I don't know if you saw the video I did with my friend where we went to a spot in LA
with
and
Danny?
We just like posted on our Instagram. What's up?
Was that with Danny?
Yeah, with Danny. Dude, with the tents there, and like there's like a whole story to it, and like a bunch of people showed up. So I want to do more stuff like that in the streets or skate parks, because I don't know, it's just like that's how you really connect with the community, and it just like those kids will remember that like for the years to come, like a big day like that where it's just a big group of skaters mobbing down the street, and I feel like they'll only get bigger because the video shows people like what to expect, and they'll be like, oh, I want to be a part of that. So I feel like the next one, we almost got to be like more prepared for the next one, like maybe security and stuff, like
That
I don't know. I don't know.
crazy, crazy with all the cops there and everything. Like I got so fired up from watching that. Like I got so hyped.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. And that was only like, I think we gave like 4 days heads up, and like that many people showed up. It was like, I've been 200 to 300 people. But I feel like we could get more people to show up. If we promote it, a couple weeks in advance or something. Maybe partner with like, not partner, but like get a couple brands to sponsor it. So there's like, I want like as many people to walk away with something, so like more product to give out and stuff like that. That'd be sick too. Shit, who knows? We'll see how it goes.
For sure, man. Dude, that would definitely be awesome, man. Anything else you got coming up next year?
Nothing too big, honestly. I don't have anything huge planned. Little things like I want to partner with like a merchandise company to, fulfill like my orders and stuff like that. Rather than do it myself. There's like little things that I have set for next year that aren't like super exciting. But yeah, because up until now I've done like all the shipping myself for like my global clothes and like that. So yeah, there's definitely like moving up in certain areas like that for sure. But yeah, I feel like the biggest stuff kind of just happens spontaneously. So
sure.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Of course.
You got anything else like planned for the rest of the day, or are you just gonna...
Editing for sure? I got like some streaming content to catch up on, like just clips and stuff like that. But I'm gonna probably stream today.
Oh, sick.
And then I got like a full length video premiere to go to tomorrow. So I'm just trying to get some stuff done before that. That's for sure.
Tight. Is it some of the homies that are in that video?
Yeah. My boy, fuck dude. He was like the filmer for the whole thing. So him and the homies have been working on it for like well over a year, like a year and a half, maybe I want to say. So like a bunch of the younger homies that got in like the controversy with illegal civ and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of them. They've been working on a couple videos actually with the filmer Dalton, who was working with illegal civ, but then also my homie fuck dude, Brennan Klein. Yeah, but they've been killing it. I only have like 10 clips or something. I didn't go crazy and film a full part because I was focusing on like on content and stuff, But I did what I could. I got some ledge tricks in there and stuff. Tried to do something a little different. But it's gonna be a sick video because I know the homies stacked a lot of footage this year.
That's sick. They never got their clips though, did they? Like from Dalton, Dalton dude.
Dalton was saying that he might get sued if he puts them out because I think Dalton had the footage, like the hard drive or whatever.
Right.
And to my understanding, he had posted that he was going to put them out. Like he started teasing the trailer and stuff because they were trying to raise money for like a new fisheye lens and stuff like that Mikey Alfred took back. But then Illegal Civ posted the footage. Right. Like Illegal Civ came out with all their clips. It was like the skaters that got cut. It's on their YouTube channel. They posted the clips before giving Dalton the chance to do it. Yeah, it's called Hell Week, the skaters that got cut. It's just a 4.5 minute video of some of the I'm sure it's not all the footage, but like a good chunk of the clips. Yeah, so I mean the clips are some of the clips are out. They're definitely still filming with Dalton, stacking more before their 700K video comes out. So yeah. I know, it's funny.
It is kind of funny.
Thank you again for bringing me on. This for your channel, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, like,
all right, subscribe to Matias down below. I don't know what you're at right now, but give him to 50K. Ooh, I don't know how far you are from 50K, but I can see you hitting 50K next year.
I just surpassed like 600 subscribers, dude. So like I'm trying to get to that 1K right now.
Okay, 1K, and then it snowballs after that. But show him some love down below.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, this was sick.
Dude, of course, man. Like I said, like I appreciate you like taking the time out of your day because like I know you're a busy guy and like you've had a lot of stuff to do. Like you also just did your 48-hour stream and like came out with all those videos prior to that and everything. So
I seen you popping in and out of that. I appreciate that for tuning in. Dude, that shit, I don't get how streamers like casually do like 24 hours or like the subathon and stuff like that. Like the 48-hour stream, it like, I don't know. I mean, obviously it was just spontaneous. I didn't go into that stream planning to stream for that long, but I just went with the flow. But like for the next couple of days, like I would be dreaming about streaming. Like I remember waking up the next morning after ending stream, and my PC was off, and I was like, oh shit, the stream crashed. Like that was my first thought. Like so it like completely took over like my fucking life for a couple days, even following after the stream. So wait, how often are you posting like videos?
So I'm trying to post once a week.
Okay, that's solid. That's solid.
I might like start trying to post maybe twice a week. The thing is, because I'm like, before I moved to Berlin, I'm actually like I'm traveling to Asia actually.
Damn, that's sick. That's sick. That's like I don't know if like, is there like, how do I ask this? Is like the faces on YouTube, you know, the skate community on YouTube, like.
Right?
Are there more out there that like maybe I don't know about that are like big out there, but like people in the U.S. don't really watch?
So are you talking about like Asia or in like Europe or like what do you?
Yeah, all like any other country out there, because I don't really be seeing. Damn. Like everybody that like people talk about are like in Cali, you know,
right.
Or maybe like like John Hill's in Texas,
right.
You know, there's a couple here and there, but like the West Coast of the United States, you know, like
right.
I feel like somebody's gotta come up out there, you know, like
true. I mean, there's this one dude. He's like I think he has like over 100,000 subs. I don't know if you know him. He makes like Skater XL videos. Night Speeds is his name.
Night Speeds.
Yeah.
I've watched this stuff.
Yeah, because he's from Denmark as well. He's like closer to the Copenhagen area though.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So there's him. He also has like a skate channel, but I think he's like just around 10K subs on that maybe. There's also this guy from Amsterdam. I think his name on YouTube's like Skateboard Bro or something like that. I don't know if you know who that is.
Okay. It sounds familiar.
Yeah. He just doesn't make videos that often anymore. Man, I'm trying to think of more. Shit, I don't know. Do you know who that Winkle guy is from Barcelona? Like I guess he used to film a lot of pros back in the day. But anyways, like
not sure.
He like just started posting YouTube videos like a madman. Like he's posting a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Like he, because I guess there's a lot of pros that still visit him out in Barcelona. So like. So there's definitely him as well. But man, yeah, I'm not really too sure about too many other YouTubers. I'm probably blanking right now, like blacking out. But it'd be super sick to like be succell and whatnot. But obviously, I'm like just doing it for fun and like just trying to do it besides like my school and like.
Well, hell yeah. I'm just saying it's only a matter of time before someone out there, you know. I'm tired of seeing all these fucking skate YouTubers in California, you know? And so, like, I don't know. I feel like, because skateboarding's everywhere, you know? True. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everyone thinks, like, you gotta be in Cali. And obviously, like, I was born in Cali. I'm moving closer to LA to be around my friends. Mm-hmm. But, like, if all my friends were in, you know, like, Florida or something, like, I'd go out there, you know? Like, that'd be sick. Like, I want to see, like, more YouTubers popping up in the skate scene from like other places and like other countries. Like I get love from all kinds of different countries, you know, like so I feel like it's only a matter of time before somebody rises out there and then everybody starts going out there, you know. Right, everyone's like oh that's what's hot right now, you know.
Mm-hmm, that's the mecca right there.
Yeah, just but I can see you building it up. Like with skateboarding on YouTube, it's like nobody really like blows up, you know. It's usually like slow and steady for the most part. Maybe there'll be like a good solid like year where like you're gaining like above average subs per month or something, but like who blew up?
I don't know, like if
I know
you consider like John Hill blowing up, like he like has a shitload of subscribers, but I don't know.
See, the thing with skateboarding is like he's gotten 1 million over the last like I don't know 6-7 years, right. You know. Right. So it's like you could blow up to like 100K, I feel like in like a year, but then it kind of just like it's for the most part it's slow and steady, you know. Like even Chris Chan, it took him a while to get 1 million, right. Whereas like there's like YouTubers in other niches that can get 1 million in like a few months or something. You know, it's like that. That's just not how skateboarding is. It's small.
You're so right about that, because I don't know if you know Kelly Wakasa, right?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like he got like a couple hundred K or something like that, and then he's just completely changed his like content, I guess.
Yeah. He got up to about like 200,000 to 300,000 subscribers, and then just made a hard cut to strictly lifestyle content, which is smart, but is really hard to do, you know.
True,
but he did it well.
Yeah. Would you ever consider doing that? Like, if you sort of felt stuck creatively with skating, or like, I don't know if you know that by now, or.
I feel like this, like, or at least my audience. I kind of know my audience really well, which I feel like is important. I feel like they're stubborn, so like they want you gotta have the skate content, you know. So I've definitely tried to like. I enjoy doing other videos for sure, and I will sprinkle them in there. But I've tried like sticking to that, like prioritizing the lifestyle more than the skate content, and like I don't think I would be able to stick with that. Like I feel like the skateboarding content for me is like the backbone.
Sure.
And I feel like I gotta stick with that, and I feel like my audience like needs that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like can see myself doing more channels in the future outside of skateboarding and stuff like that. Like even my streaming channel is like not really about skating.
True.
But yeah, definitely like, cause I watch a lot of content. I consume a lot of content, and like hardly any of it is about skating. Right. So that's why I'm like I could see myself being some sort of personality in like another niche, or like just something more broad. But yeah, that's definitely where my head was at like a couple years ago. Like, oh, I'm gonna transition. But now I'm just happy with like the skate community, and like I'm closer with my audience now, and like I'm cool with like where I'm at and like the direction I'm taking. But if I'm ever going to do something outside of skating, it'll be like on another channel for sure.
Sick, man. It's good to hear, man. Because I feel like your audience, like at least like at maybe this time, it's a bit younger. Yeah, because you know I see those motherfuckers commenting on your like beard and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that shit's funny. Yeah, I'd say like the ones that engage the most are definitely like maybe like 15, 16 as of right now.
Right.
Obviously there's a bunch that are younger. There's some that are older. But yeah, the ones that engage the most are like 15, 16, right. Around that age. Right. Yeah, it's just funny though.
It is kind of funny. Also just like the random ass Instagrams that people make, you know, about your hat and like other shit like that. Yeah. It's just so funny.
I love that shit though. Like that shit, like it gives me content, you know, to react to, or you know, it's just that engaging content that like you can only get when you have a community, you know.
True, very true.
But yeah, I could definitely see you getting up to like the 50K sub area by the end of 2023. But it's also like it's also like there is luck involved. People deny that, but there is like luck involved. But if you're putting yourself in the right place at the right time, you know, you're consistent, you're putting effort in your videos, then like it's bound to happen eventually. But like I could see like if you got 50K subs at the end of 2023, like I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, like I knew he could do that, you know.
Right.
But
that's sick,
and that's considered like almost blowing up in the skate scene. I feel like
true. I think you went out, like on your road trip, you went out to like a YouTuber or something like that had like, I think he had maybe just gotten like 1,000 subscribers, something like that. I just thought that was super sick of you to do that as well.
Yes, my boy Zion Robinson. He's cool as fuck. Yeah, so I don't really care that much about like numbers. A lot of people think that I do. Like I've heard people say like, oh, I don't have enough clout to talk to him or film with him. Like I don't even, as long as you're cool. Like or like I fuck with you as a person, you know. Like yeah, he's at 1.3K now.
Oh, it's not bad, man.
Shout out Zion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
Damn, I gotta go subscribe to that guy.
Yeah, it's just his name, Zion Robinson.
I feel like there's a lot of people out there that you know they do like sort of, you know, take the numbers into consideration and maybe think like, oh well, this guy doesn't deserve my time. I really appreciate you taking your time out. All right, man.
Of course, Matt.
Well, I think that was it from my side here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, man.
All right, cool. Hey, well, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Dude.
Thank you again for doing a
Likewise.
little interview with me. I appreciate that.
Dude.
And
All right, man. Well, I'll see you later, man. Probably on stream
All
or
right,
something
yeah.
like that.
yeah. I'll catch you in the streams, or we'll chop it up soon. I
For
appreciate
sure.
it again, man.
Of course.
Later. Have a good one.
All right, man, you too.